Dr. Mones available detective regions obscure to the west of us, regions obscure to the west of us, and this is also the mascot of finding that image colors goes through the roost and the habitat of the Hawaiians and the world border. Ruler and popular culture, it has long since taken flight and get no recognition. Graduated at valedictorian from the Euclid High School. He recalls his youthful self like this. It takes a bunch of years just to figure out when the hell is going on. Am I an athlete? No. Do the girls go crazy for me? I'm a Netflix. No. Am I tough guy? Oh god, no. And then he recalls, I hate this thing. I could make people laugh. So high school, he took up the bench on the side of the class where he wasn't constantly believing in others' house. And he studied history and literature. His senior thesis was hardly a harbinger of his future employment. His thesis readers were treated to a scintillating obstacle that were literary prosaic. The works of Flannery O'Connor and William Faulkner. Now, the spring to become that Flannery gets you wherever he should land jobs and write for a sketch comedy on HBO, then for Saturday Night Live, then for The Simpsons. But by 1993, just 8 years out of college, with both his prospectus and his background in the rise, he was named to succeed David Letterman at the host of his own late night talk show on NBC. His 15 plus year run at late night was now for so long and the good night show followed by more than 10 years as host of the late night show. Over decades, he has won devoted audiences and won over critics. With his original, irreverent, subversive, self-effacing, often absurdist kind of humor approach genuine, very silly and silly. In more recently, he has become host of a chart-topping podcast, the star of an acclaimed travel series of TV, and the resigning host of Academy Awards. He has a shelf full of talents, almost as full as its shelf of awards from the Writers Guild of America. In 2025, he was inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame and awarded the Mark Twain Prize by American Women at the Twain Prize ceremony. Aquinas captured his reputation gracefully. There is no one faster and there is no one nicer. The son of a distinguished Boston lawyer and an eminent Harvard professor of medicine, he recalls that his father, an expert in infectious diseases, once offered a diagnosis and of his son's struggling chronic. Oh, I see his father shed making a living of something that probably should be treated. It's a happy thing for all of us. Medical science has yet to find a cure. Medical science has yet the honors and blind applause. A remaining Hawaiian Agreement only Haiku, whose relevance is irreversible and irresistible. long a late night window. Now, a decorated doctor for whom the rest of medicine is abolished at last. For Christopher Bryan, Doctor of Hearts. Alright, let me know that we have got that sorted out. Let me add one further note. Common brightness in which value colors. The varsity athlete to therefore with pride and youth. Sons of irony that we have been leaded with further distinction. Dr. Bryan, recognize your stature as one of the highways in the most worthy place. You hereby confer on you the title Howard's unrevealed night, later ran. The name of this society of scholars, I declare that these persons are entitled to rights and privileges pertaining to their several degrees, and that their names are to be forever borne on a scroll of honorary members. It is now my privilege to invite one of our honored guests to address this assembly. Graduates, family members, colleagues, friends, let us welcome Dr. Conan O'Brien. Thank you. Cheering. Applause. Welcome. Trustees, deans, faculty, alumni, graduates, parents, my fellow one range Justice Department spies, that Uber is delivering in the mass. I look upon this gathering of tomorrow's greatest minds and confident saying there's no less fledgling outfit than I can. We all look like a potions professor of Hogwarts out here on stage. It feels like an A waiting for drugs, waiting for Jews. Want to thank President Carter for incredible steward of this graduating class. Fantastic jobs, sir. Very nice. Very nice. Welcome to rock music. Normally, I would give you an applause, but in keeping with coming right. Alicia, welcome to rock music. Bluetooth mode. Trust me, it's called the rule of the school. I'll keep my remarks brief because I want these graduation results to be, and I want to give you 15 minutes head start on your job hunt. Thus, now down the river Road, now watch it then. Also, just a quick announcement of the chairman. Take that short salon. We have the Julian Club. Yeah. Yo. All the writers just force your big silent tell me Collins and you. We are an understanding bunch. As you can hear today at this beautiful task center in theater, I'm stuck by one thought. Only someone from Howard would call this patch of glacier transcendental theater. Theater, just look at this sharp, vertical tears, vertical transcendental theater. Howard values are $5 over 10 of football, which is really nice to be back at the very last place I used the word fellowship. Standing out shows someone what fellowship means. Fortunately, they knew the answer because it was a jealous student man. Oh, please, let us not denigrate our fellow Nations and all seven are running institutions. Except for instance, those people are absolute tools. We have one over there. Uh, yeah. As I stand here, I'm flooded with so many rich memories of this campus and especially of my dear beloved mother. How gay, yeah, gosh, and Mather was named after Howard Benjamin Fish Mather, who was an infamous figure in the Salem British trials. And if any of you spent more than an hour in Mather, how should know the wishes for the last laugh. Such an ugly building of cheering. I'm sorry, cheering. Let's tear it down, start again, all. Here we go, of course, we
Welcome
all
to
big
Rock
jokes.
Music.
But how about in the
Podcast.
state, our nation's oldest, most renowned yard at 35-7, the Sharon graduating class? Yeah. Did you know that the first graduating class in 1642 had only one nine students? Yeah, and somehow they were all legacies. That's hard to do. No university in the nation has produced more Nobel laureates or rector journals. So whether you choose good or bad, know that you are among the very best. Chile. Harvard is indeed an impressive place today. The University honors 13, 18 colleges, and I salute all of you, each and every one. Now, of course, don't push it. Of course, this includes the Harvard School of Dental Medicine. Yes, yeah, let me tell you something. When Howard dentist say, you may arrange and spit this shade in Latin. I wasn't going to do the job, but the dental school said they give me free. So I take my assignment today seriously and in preparation for the speech I asked the provost of foreign tell on all your concerns and was told that as following you are obsessed with doing laundry now that is free. You bemoan the lack of fresh berries. You are upset that not all the dining hall have not breakfast. Yeah. And you are alarmed that the Kennedy School has stopped providing complimentary coffee. Yeah. If these are indeed your concerns, you sicken me. What's the half those complaints are things you have hear from? Before I continue, there is one thing I must acknowledge. For your entire academic lives, you have been tortured to by lots of old white men, and now when you are for getting out the door, how are you saying? Not so fast, we found one more. He graduated 41 years ago and he is now just white, but shockingly white. In direct sunlight, you can see his light, you can see his bonds. And you can see his bonds. I mean, see all and white, but let me assure you, still hit him seamlessly with the long. list of noble duties, sets of state and civil rights activities, who have given his commencement address now sure they did great thing that only I play. A talking party training does its name smart depends in the upcoming Toy Story 5 characters out here on June 19th. Cheering, applause. With Winston Churchill, former German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Well, she did audition, but testing short of frightened. Yes, I graduated 4 years ago, but I promise you, your lives here were no different than mine was in 1981. I too had to put an extra long cord on my John corn so I could cook my lean cuisine while talking to my friends about Mr. T. I know the pain of losing my place on the bed. I was too busy. Smith, Corona, typewriter. Yes, we are all bound by with ancient common truths. Now, of course, I understand the unprecedented difficulties we face today, including I know, luckily, it's not a problem at all. Here, professions have been able to quickly flag students' use of AI thanks to the sophisticated AI software they use to grade the papers. It all works out? Yeah. Don't worry. Despite your fears, trust me when I say AI cannot replace you. Yes, yes. It will be too busy replacing those scripts from instant anyway. Of course, perhaps the biggest issue facing this institution is that the federal government of the United States is suing our university. Yeah. Many people think I have come today to defend Howard. Well, sorry, those people are wrong. Not only am I not against these lawsuits, I'm here to announce that I am joining them. I too am suing Howard. I'm suing Howard for the cast iron bomb that greeted me upon my arrival at a bed that has since been confiscated by the Hague as an instrument of divine utility. I'm suing Howard for allowing me to sign up for 9 a.m. class at the Science Center and 10 a.m. class down at Soldiers Field. For God's sake, avoid the child. I'm showing Howard my less than spectacular graduate sex life. For me, having a three-way means adding a second mirror to life. I'm showing Howard because once I had to listen to the Howard crocodiles to an endless tradition of surplus flesh. Was taking apart my God, each one took a sorrow and equal. And finally, I'm showing Howard because of this is absolutely true. The spring of my sophomore while trying to grab a quick lunch at a house I was shot. Was shot a meal called Captain Ben's Fish. Spectacularly to this day, I have no idea who Captain Ben is or why someone would combine comedy show of with spaghetti over I will see your hand in court. Yes, I am confident that my claims will have more merit than those filed by the President of the United States. Yes, as you are aware, the current administration feels Harvard admits too many foreign students and who not. They may have a point, after all, but has any foreigners have added to our American culture, with the possible exception of music, literature, art, cuisine, fashion, architecture, dance, scientific breakthroughs, and the core of our moral codes and ethical beliefs. Seriously, applause. Seriously, foreigners hadn't gone up. the works. Right now we're all listening to delightful Calvinist reggae, eating savory treads of England Dickey, and dancing the forbidden and sexually charged Lutheran Labrador. But let me assure you, I didn't come here simply to toss out some jokes about my alma mater. I mean, that was the main reason. But I really do love this school. It changed my life. The day I told my bedridden grandmother, a woman who had never opportunity to go to college, I had her accepted to Harvard and seeing her more weep in the happiest days of my life, of course, it turned out like sitting on her lap. I know in addition to the pain she felt really real joy, and I felt joy as well, especially when I shared here at my commencement in 1985. I really understand how much hard work it took for all to do to get this point, and we should feel enormous pride just as I did. On my commencement day, I was content if my Howard degree was the first thing people knew about me. But what I have found after all these years, that is, trying to the Howard being the last thing. There is, everyone knows what this is not a dish on this institution in this way. I just believe that status, even when it's hard won, can do less. When I started my career hosting a late night talk show, there was no internet. The only thing the media knew about Colin McBride was that he went to Howard. That association may have been fine if I were a well-known philosopher or a physicist, but for a comedian that was a death knell. People thought the name of my show would be Late Night. He thinks he's better. Should I have gone, but I didn't want to shot. Didn't fit on the shirt. All these years later, however, far from the very first thing people think of when they hear my name, I have met 10,000 hours of content and none of it escapes my league education. That's right, I am the man who went on for once and dropped. Nipples I shot for weed with Kevin Hart and I got drunk in an American Girl told story. I have done many things no man should do, and all of this was before I became a picture body woman. Now, some of you may think, well, that's comedy con, and how does that apply to me? And how dare you interrupt? I am going commencement address yours. My challenge was unique to me, but I found that any single achievement like a Howard diploma becomes less important for to me in all the very best ways when I embrace certain principles. The worst that I endeavor to always remind myself that I have done absolutely nothing alone. Well, to it, man, I contain I contain a breakfast sandwich and a nice coffee from Tati. But whatever I had achieved has been with the help of an infinitely packed cloud or of multitudes. If I could invite everybody alive or dead who has contributed to my being your commencement speaker today of all Cambridge and half of Austin would be grand shoulder with friends, family, well-wishers, writers, producers, billion chance can counter recognizing that my accomplishments are not just my own has given me much needed balance throughout my life and it really helps to spread the blame around when things go south. Another thing I learned to do that was shift me repeatedly is a pivot. How all cost too many times in my career that my path is a fresh tangle of jigs and jacks. I famously lost a job that made the world to me, and then 3 years later, I shot the entire format of late night television, something that I had dedicated my career to. Start to evaporate, so at the isolation now. A very smart friend, I started podcast. Actually, I had stayed for with the help of guest collaborators and an assistant abdicated. I meant something I loved just as much, if not more, than my late home. I have had to pivot like this so many times. I come to really know pivoting and I use the word pivoting much more than food conversion.